This is a really cool blaster here that I showed you the stock format of earlier. This is the SEMBYLON KWA QRF-MOD1 from M416gellblaster.com. So again, SEMBYLON QRF-MOD1 from M416gellblaster.com. Remember, they ship from China, so be patient. Anyway, I showed you, I kind of did a breakdown of everything, told you I was going to do a spring upgrade. We're talking about a little thing. We're going to talk about a few things about that and everything else I did here and give you a little more insight. So I did that spring upgrade, right? I put an M95. So here's an M95 spring. I put that in there, running into all kinds of problems. Things not working. I was thinking maybe it's the MOSFET, blah, blah, blah. Turns out the springs that are in this blaster, at least this specific model, are slightly smaller diameter than the normal springs that most gel blasters use. So while I could jam an M95 in there, it was jammed in there so tight, there's no room in the cylinder, there's no ability for anything to move, so nothing would work, okay? So I had to take that out, and really the only options, because it's such a unique spring size, was to print a little kind of spring spacer and see if that makes a difference. And I haven't had a lot of luck doing this in the past, but I thought I'll go ahead and try it. So I put I put one of these in there. You know, really that just kind of shortens the spring because it's just going to go ahead and not let the spring recoil as much. So I thought I'd try that. The results are not great, but that was really the only other option I had at the time. So that's what I did, but I wanted to let you know that it will not fit like that normal size spring. And this spring is a SHS spring. EMERBU sells SHS. Pretty much tons of different vendors sell SHS springs. This is the spring you're normally going to get if you buy an M95 spring, okay? So these just have a slightly narrower one that isn't going to let you to upgrade to one of those that you can easily buy. So just remember that. Now, it's still a really cool blaster. Don't get me wrong. A lot of really cool features. I showed you those earlier. And so I did some cool things with it. We're going to talk about that. Talk about the different cosmetic stuff that we did, the different custom stuff. So, like I said, I liked this blaster. And I don't know, a while back when I was bored, came across a 3D file that lets you take one of these SBA 3 stocks and, you know, put an extra mag in here, like a PMAG style mag, right? Okay. So I just went ahead and did that because I was bored and I didn't have anything else I was working on at the time. So I had another SBA 3 stock that I could use for this. So I thought, you know what I want to do? Why don't I try to customize that out so that I can use it for an extra mag? Because I had an extra mag for this blaster. So went ahead and I made a custom piece that allows me to put a spare mag back here. So I thought that was just kind of cool, something different, something to do different, right? And we have obviously a buffer tube on here. So you may, when you order this, you might want to clarify with M416, but you should get a separate buffer tube along with the telescoping stock. So since I have the buffer tube there, thought let's go ahead. I have this SBA 3 stock. I'm going to go ahead and customize it out, put this in here so that you can put your spare mag back there. Just try to turn around this and show you kind of what I did, right? So I built this whole custom, different, you know, designed this piece, or redesigned it, I should say, remixed it, whatever, so we can go ahead, put that in there. You can see, put a little riser on it. Thought that was just kind of a cool, different idea, okay? Otherwise, got these really nice flip down, right, sights that come with it, so I wanted to use those, but they stick up pretty high. So to do a riser that would be a peekaboo riser that we could see through, it'd be so high it would look kind of weird. So I thought instead I'm going to go ahead, do some canted risers with a little gel ball blaster master. Just something different to do, different design I haven't done very often, right? So that's what I did there. So we got those popped out, and then that lets us tie in kind of that color to the stock. Instead here I went with the O-Sight nice optic on here because it's just a really cool optic. Now that's primarily used on pistol style, but since they sent me the riser piece too, you could use it on something like this. Since they're nice enough to send it out, and I've shown it to you before, I thought I'll show it to you again just because it's a really nice optic. Now this is expensive. This is around $150 to $200, so most of us aren't going to want to spend that kind of money on it, but that's what I thought I'd go ahead and show you there. If we flip it over, Votatu. This is a little flashlight, right? And then this is actually a cool little laser, right? So you got your green light, laser. Again, typically more for like a pistol, but because we have the grip here, I thought that'd be really cool to go ahead and put that on there, since there's a little rail here, which works out perfect for that. So I put a nice grip on here that was formerly like a Magpul style grip for some sort of V2 blaster, but I had it lying around. I thought I'd convert it, did a little manual fabrication, converted it, and put that there because I thought that was just kind of cool. Went with a nice long fake suppressor for this version, okay? And then some of the other options that you have are, of course, if you want to go to the kind of standard or factory stock that it comes with, right? You've got this option here. And then I also went ahead, 3D printed this version here, lets you go ahead and have an extended battery in it. So that just clicks in place. And of course, this is still going to work as it should. Just gives you the room to go ahead and put a longer battery in. Okay. And we had a couple different optics, you know, that I painted out with that color, that khaki color, to kind of tie everything in. Another flashlight, another laser, and then a super short kind of fake suppressor that can go right on there if you want to go like that super short CQB style. So there you go. That's a quick rundown of all the customized stuff I did to it. Again, it is the SEMBYLON KWA QRF-MOD1 from M416jellblaster.com. Some nice optics from O-Sight. We've got that Votatu flashlight on the side. Nice little laser here. Just a lot of cool things going on. Plus the really cool, at least I think so, SBA3 stock that has your mag storage. So questions, comments, post them below. Like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and check back for the demo so you can see it in action. You see a little bit of an FPS increase, but again, just not a huge difference when we do these spacers. I just don't see a ton of improvement, unfortunately, but it's still a really cool blaster. You still have your MOSFET in there, and the MOSFET settings and how to adjust them, change them, are all listed at M416jellblaster.com in the link. So you can go there and it tells you exactly what you have to do to go ahead and adjust those if that's something you want to do. Thanks for your support and check back often.